So let's talk about workflow. The way I like to work in ZBrush is um, possibly it depends on the actual project, but I will start with a primitive of some sort, and I will make some modifications. So let's say we do a little bit of an extender. Okay, then I'm going to flatten, like that, and that gives me a nice little shape. Let's go ahead and hit extend one more time, and then just for fun, I'm just going to pull this up, and you can see because my polygon here is really long, I don't have a way to bend this. So what we have to do is we have to use some of the tools that we talked about in the last video to redistribute the polygons here. So as of right now, we have a lot of polygons on the edge, which these would be easy to deform. But if we wanted to try to sculpt on this right now, it'd be very difficult because we have these very long single polygon areas that there's really no surface information to work on. So what I like to do, and this is my workflow, I will Dynamesh at about 200. And so now you can see that I have a lot more polygons. Now the colors, these are polygroups. We'll talk about polygroups a little bit later, but you can see that my surface now is very densely packed. Right now it's 530,000 polygons. So, but this will let me get a surface that is very dense and evenly distributed. Okay, so then I go to ZRemesh, and this completely depends on the project, but so I'm going to go ahead to ZRemesh, click ZRemesh, let it run its calculation, and we should get a nice clean distribution of fewer polygons across the surface. So now, if we look at this, you can see that we still have the same shape, but we have some nice polygons to deal with. So now, if I want to go back to my deformer and deform from that area, you can see I get a nice, clean deformation because I have more polygons to manipulate. So remember, workflow, if you have unevenly distributed surface that is very difficult to sculpt on or manipulate, go to Dynamesh, and then after Dynamesh, if you need a lower poly count, you can ZRemesh. And we're going to work through this several times, but that's pretty much the process to get a clean surface topology to work on.